I'm Brett Chapin. That's guest co-host Steve Julian. And that was Madison Hatter. She is in New York right now. She's coming to LA this Thursday at the Whiskey Go-Go. She's opening for Faster Pussycat, Great White, and a whole bunch of other killer 80s bands. And we have her on the phone. Hey, Madison.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? Thanks for calling in today. I know you're completely busy.
Oh, no, thank you so much for having me. This is really exciting. How are you guys doing? How's the weather out there?
Terribly hot. Don't come.
Yeah. It's been pretty hot out here. You're in for a dry spell. A heat wave.
Yeah? I'm excited. Bringing my suntan lotion.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're coming here Wednesday, right?
Yeah, my show's going to be on Thursday. I'm flying out a couple days early to rehearse and kind of finish all my business with the tickets, giving them to friends, passing them out, trying to sell all of them, and just settling in. I used to live out in LA. I lived there for about 6 years. I love it out there. So I have a whole to-do list of activities I want to do, people I want to see. It's going to be a crazy week.
I'll bet. Culminating on Thursday with your show at the Whiskey Go-Go.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
And people can find information about that show at madisonhatter.com. But it's you got a crazy spelling. It's MADYSINHATTER.com. Right,
yep, MADY, like mad. Why am I mad? Sin, SIN, Hatter.com. I just like to make things as complicated as possible, really. And it looks cool, you know, so... yeah, you can go to the website or my Facebook page. I'm, constantly updating that. And all the information's there, my blog, too. And people can reach out for tickets. I have a few left. It's going to be a crazy night. I'm actually opening for Jack Russell's Great White. He's the singer from the original Great White. He founded Great White. And they're easily in my top 10 favorite bands, literally of all time. So
nice.
I'm beside myself. I can't wait.
And Faster Pussycat, and there was another band that I saw on that poster that's really
Bullet Boys.
Bullet Boys, that's
I
right.
love them.
Very cool. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Madison, do you find more inspiration for writing in New York than you did here in Los Angeles?
It's kind of a toss-up. Like I said, I love LA. I love New York, too. I actually was born in New Jersey. So it really depends what kind of a mood I'm in. Depends on the weather, depends on the day, depends what I'm wearing, you know. I find inspiration everywhere. One of the songs that I'm recording right now for the EP I have coming up is called Pretty Little Fool. And that's actually a quote from Great Gatsby. It's actually a beautiful little fool in the actual book, but I get inspiration from everywhere. You just have to be in the right mood, and timing has to be right.
Are you a reader of classic American material, or did you just happen to come across it?
Randomly, yeah. I mean, I love Alice in Wonderland, obviously, because Madison Hatter. And growing up, Great Gatsby was, a favorite book of mine as well. If something, jumps out at me, I mean, I have another song called Rocky Road that's going to be on the EP. And I mean, go figure, that's the name of an ice cream. And I don't even eat that kind of ice cream. My favorite kind of ice cream is chocolate chip mint. But if something jumps out at me and it kind of catches in my mind, it usually just sticks and develops into something.
Now, how long have you been writing, Madison?
I've been writing music pretty much my whole life. I grew up loving Jem and the Holograms, you know, that 80s cartoon show. She's like a normal girl, and then she has these magic earrings, and she turns into a rock star, but nobody knows that she's, the rock star. There were, little music videos and, original songs in, every single episode.
I was busy watching He-Man.
Sorry?
So I was busy watching He-Man. I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh, I watched She-Ra, Princess of Power. I liked He-Man, too, but the whole, magic sword, magic earrings, I guess there's a theme there.
Yeah, that flows in your
I'd
music.
be writing music during recess on the monkey bars, trying to get my friends to be, my backup dancers.
That's so cool. It starts early, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You go with what you love.
So you said you're from LA? You grew up here. Did you were you involved with bands in high school and things like that? junior high?
Well, actually, I originally grew up in New Jersey, and I was actually more into theater growing up. I did some shows in New York. I did a Broadway show when I was 9.
Wow.
And I moved out to LA for school. I was a theater major at UCLA, and that's I've been in like various bands growing up in high school. Always was a huge rock fan. Aerosmith is like my number one influence. The second I started listening to Aerosmith, I knew like this is what I want to do. This is like exactly like the path I want to do and all that stuff. But I loved going to Whiskey A Go Go as an audience member and just watching all of these awesome rock bands. Like I love the whole scene of the Sunset Strip. There's just like so much like opportunity and like stories and history there. So I'm excited to actually play at one of those venues. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, I can imagine.
How different are you on stage than you are off?
That's a good question. I pretty much view myself, like I love letting my inner child come out always. Obviously, there's a time and a place for everything like that. I feel like I'm the most free and most like myself, like my true self on stage. And it's kind of ironic because like the whole name Madison Hatter, that's obviously not like my birth name. My mom wasn't like, you're going to be named after like a Lewis Carroll character. But even though that's not like my real name, I feel most like myself with kind of that persona. So it's kind of an interesting little twist. But in everyday life, I mean, you can ask my friends. I'm always immersed in rock. I love talking about music. I love the whole package of that. So I think they're pretty similar, but more of like a showman on stage, you know? I don't go around singing 24/7 and that kind of stuff. So I'm really most free on stage.
You save it for the stage. Nice. Guys, we're going to be back. We're talking with Madison Hatter. If you have any questions for her, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225. That's 1-800-336-2225. And hang on one second, Madison. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
On La La Land with Brett and Steve Julian on CRN Digital Talk.